What's up, guys? NTL Unday here with part 1 to what if Luffy unlocked Haki earlier. Before we get into the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment what you think about the video. And also, if you're interested in joining the NTL clan, then the link to the Discord is going to be in the description. And yeah, with that being said, roll the intro. As Shanks stood in front of Luffy, he was shocked. Luffy had just activated Conqueror's Haki to defeat a giant Sea King. He was shocked in Luffy, and that Sea King almost took his arm away from him. After that, he had swum Luffy back to shore. As he had asked Luffy, how did he do that? How did he manage to unlock Conqueror's Haki? Luffy said, I don't know what that is, but whatever that feeling was, it was just a feeling that I felt in my body, so I just let it flow out, I guess. As he said, interesting, as after that, Shanks had said, he unlocked Haki. I can't just leave him here and not have any training. And his grandfather's barely here, so he's not going to have time to really train Luffy. Luffy has a Gum no Mi and also has Haki. I can't just leave him here. I gotta stay longer and help him train on his devil fruit abilities. After that, he had told Luffy this. As Luffy said, okay. Luffy and Shanks began their training the next day. In the sense, Shanks never lost his arm, as I said. They had started their training as a month had went by. Then eventually after those months had went by, Luffy had got news that his grandfather Garp was on the way. He had told Shanks this, as Shanks knew that Garp wouldn't like him training his grandson, so he told Luffy that he'll be back in months' time and told Luffy to continue to train. Luffy asked why was he leaving, as he explained everything as Luffy understand. In these past 2 months, Luffy wasn't just training physically and on Haki and stuff like that. He was also training mentally, you could say, and also getting more intelligent before he can understand like the concepts of things, because in these past 2 months, Shanks taught him a lot of things about the world and how it'd be like, you know. He needed to be actually smart to actually comprehend it and like get everything that Shanks was talking about. After, Garp had came and hearing by Makino that Luffy had activated something called Haki, Garp was shocked. But she left out the part where Shanks trained Luffy, because she didn't want Shanks to get in trouble, you could say. As Garp had came up to Luffy, he had asked Luffy how did he even activate Haki, and he had made up a lie, saying that one day he was getting, it wasn't a lie, as he said after he had ate a devil fruit, he had explained the devil fruit, and he said one day when he was training in the forest, a bunch of bandits had tried to attack him, so he had managed to awaken something called Conqueror's Haki. And since then, he's been training on it, and he managed to unlock something else called armament. He said, you already have 2 types of Hakis, huh? Interesting. So show me how strong you are. After that, Garp had gotten into a fighting stance. Luffy at first was kind of confused, but Garp had rushed at him already and tried to throw a punch, but Luffy had managed to block it using armament Haki, as he had tried to punch Garp, but Garp was too fast, easily dunking under the punch, as he had punched Luffy in his gut, sending him flying back. They had continued to fight as the fight led to the forest. as they continued to fight, but in Garp had managed to win. Well, not managed, but won with relative ease. You're strong, Luffy, very strong. And you have years to come, and you'll be incredibly strong when you eventually become a Marine. Luffy looked at Garp as he said, "You know I don't want to become a Marine. I want to become a pirate." As Garp had punched Luffy, "Get them silly ideals out of your head." As after that, well, Luffy and Garp trained for a few months. After Garp had left, Luffy had got significantly stronger since Garp was training him on how to control Haki and how to use his devil fruit better. Eventually, a month after Garp had left, Shanks had returned, hoping that Garp wasn't there. Luckily, he wasn't, and he continued Luffy's training. A year had passed, and Shanks said that he had to leave and told Luffy to continue his training. In this year, Luffy had already had all 3 types of Hakis, and he could use his devil fruit with efficiency. He told Luffy that he was going to drop him off at a place in the mountains. He had went to Dodon's, and let's just say that him and Dodon knew each other. So he had managed to leave Luffy at Dodon's place. After Luffy got left at Dodon's place, he eventually met Ace. But Ace was kind of hanged over, so, he didn't really like Luffy at first. Luffy tried to make friends with Ace, but Ace told Luffy to leave him alone as he tried to run, but Luffy easily caught up with him. He had put out a metal pipe and tried to fight Luffy, but Luffy was a lot stronger than Ace was, as he easily defeated Ace. He gained Ace's respect as after that, the day after he let Luffy go with him to his hideout. As Luffy followed Ace, they arrived at the hideout. As Sabo had said, who is this, Ace? As he said, his name is Monkey D. Luffy. His name is Monkey D. Luffy. He said, "Monkey D. Luffy, huh? Why is he here?" He said, "Well, he managed to beat me in a fight, and he's super strong. I think it's wise that he joins us." She said, "Alright." As they ended up shaking hands, and all of them became good friends. I don't really want to get into none of that yet. When it comes back to the time skip, I'll do that, but not now. Years had passed, and eventually Sabo had left. After Sabo, it was Ace, and Luffy was left there alone. Eventually, Luffy had turned 17, and he was now old enough to become a pirate and sail off. As Luffy was currently in his boat, he had waved to everyone in the village as he had said goodbye, everyone, as they had waved goodbye. Luffy continued to go, as eventually he had got caught in a storm, as he had grabbed one of the big barrels on his thing, as he had jumped inside of it, hoping that he would go to where he was, hoping that he would find somewhere with more food at. He had jumped in the barrel as he had closed the lid, and he had ate some of the food in the barrel, and eventually he had fell asleep. As the barrel was currently floating, there was Marines on a cruise ship, as they had saw the barrel that Luffy was in. They saw that it was abnormally large, as they had said it might be a whole bunch of booze in there, as one of the Marines tried to grab it, but he couldn't, as he was horrible at aiming. The other Marine had made fun of him for this, as it took both of them just to get as they were both lifting it and put it on the thing, they realized it was heavy. eventually they managed to get it on not on a pirate ship, on a marine ship. As they were sweating, one of the marines that was looking over had spotted a pirate ship as he had shouted, "There's pirates up ahead." After that, all three of them were screaming at this point as they went downstairs to tell the captain. After everyone had heard that there was pirates up ahead, they started to scream and started to run around. As the captain tried to calm them down, but it was really no hope. Eventually, the Marines had managed to the pirates had managed to get on the Marine ship and raid them. A few of the pirates, was keeping all of the people on the Marine ship captive, as the other pirates took all of their goods. After raiding the Marine ship, we skip to a young boy's view. He had short pink hair as he was currently looking at the large barrel in front of him. He was thinking to himself, "This barrel is pretty huge. I wonder what's inside." He tried to open it, but it was no hope, as two pirates had walked in. As they had said, "What do we have here?" "A barrel." "Hey, I bet you it's filled with booze." As the other Marine said, "There's only one way to find out." As the other pirate said, "There's only one way to find out." The young boy in front of them were scared as they said, but Lady Alvida wouldn't want that." As one of the pirates said, "She's not going to know, is she, Coby?" The now identified boy, whose name was Coby, shook his head no. As the man was finna punch into the barrel, he had got hit in his jaw and got knocked out. As the other pirate tried to attack Luffy, but Luffy just used Conqueror's Haki and knocked him out. Luffy, not knowing, he had ended up knocking out half of the people in the ship, as after that, most people had tried to find a source of that who knocked half of their crew out. They had seen a hole through the ship as they had looked down to see Luffy. You probably wonder how was it a hole in the ship? Well, when Luffy had punched the pirate, he had sent them through the ship and into the water, unconscious. So I'm pretty sure Buddy died, but that don't matter. As the Alvida pirates had seen Luffy staring at Coby, they asked, "Who the hell are you?" Luffy had stared at them and said, "Who are you?" Alvida found this a perfect time to tell Luffy who she was, as she said, "Coby, who is the most beautiful pirate of these seas?" Well, the captain of her ship, of course, Lady Alvida. As he said, "So your name's Alvida." "Beautiful? Far from it." Everyone was shocked when Luffy had said this, as he had said, "How dare you insult our captain?" As I said, "All of you are weak compared to me." As he had knocked them out using Conqueror's Haki. After that, he had asked the boy, what was he doing on a pirate ship? He didn't look like a pirate. He said, "Well, he's not really a pirate. About a year or two ago, they had attacked their village, and instead of killing Coby, they had decided that he was going to be their Troy boy. So ever since, he'd been a Troy boy and been their pet and servant." Luffy said, "Wow, that's interesting. So you never had the will to fight back?" "Well, no, I didn't want to be killed." Tell me, kid. Do you have a goal or a dream?" "Well, yeah. My dream is to become a Marine Admiral." With that, even though I'm a pirate, I respect that goal and I respect that dream. And one day, if you do become a Marine Admiral, hopefully we can fight. But that's besides the point. What I'm trying to say is, if you want to become a Marine Admiral, you can't just let nobody take the things that you love precious to you away from you. Like instance, they raid a village or island, and you just let them do that. You should at least try to fight back, even if you died trying. Coby put his head down and said, yeah, I guess. As after that, Luffy said, no need to be sad. So tell me, where can I find a boat at? Coby had looked up at Luffy and said, follow me. They went to a part of the ship as they had ended up dropping one of the boats. Luffy had grabbed Coby as they had jumped down. Well, where are you taking me? Well, I can't just leave you here. The ship's kind of damaged, so I don't think you're going to be able to use it. Yeah, I guess you're right. So, where are you heading? Coby said, I'm heading to Shell's Town to pick up one of my recruits, I guess. A person to be on my crew. Is this a specific person, or are you just looking for somebody there? Oh, I know who he is. His name is Zoro. You've heard of him? After that, Coby had a shocked face on his face. But that's where I'm going to be ending off. Hope you guys like, subscribe, comment what you think about the video. And if you're interested in joining the NTL clan, the link to my Discord is going to be in the description. So yeah, peace.